Hey y'all, so this is a little hard to admit, but I'm going to do it because I feel like the admission will normalize this issue and hopefully inspire you and give you some comfort if you find yourself in the same position that I was in for many years. My shimmies sucked. Like, seriously, they were seriously terrible. Like, on a good day, it was kind of meh, and on a bad day, like, they didn't happen at all. They would stutter, they would start and stop, or they would just kind of lock up and not go anywhere. Has this ever happened to you? The more I talked to people, the more I realized that I wasn't alone, right? But in the moment, I felt like I was totally alone. And as a professional belly dancer at the time, I felt like a complete fraud. I was like, oh my gosh, how can I even call myself a belly dancer when my shimmy sucks? I'm also happy to say that, like, after probably 12 years of struggle with this, I no longer struggle with my shimmies, but I see this in my students every day. This is one of those iconic quintessential belly dance movements that you're expected to know how to do, but it's like a lot harder than it might seem. So if you are a belly dancer that struggles with your shimmy, please know, number one, like, you are not alone. I've totally been there and it sucks and I understand and I completely empathize with you. Number two, it doesn't have to be this way. And number three, I have a free resource for you to help you get rid of shimmy frustration and find your biggest, boldest, juiciest, most delicious shimmy right now. If you go to sahirabellydances.com/shimmy tips, I have a free tutorial that will get you on a better path to stronger, more dependable shimmies. I'm gonna go through 5 different things that I did in my work on my shimmy that really cracked the code for me and really made my shimmies a lot more dependable. It's not something that I get nervous about anymore. It's something that I know is always gonna be there no matter what is going on. So if this sounds good to you, if you are ready to, like, just nail that shimmy and feel really good about it, not be worried about it, not wonder if it's gonna happen, and stop the shimmy frustration, I invite you to go check it out. It's totally free. sahirabellydances.com/shimmy tips, and you can shimmy your way to a bigger, brighter, bolder, more confident shimmy future right now. But I get it. If you've struggled, I get it. Post below, let me know. You're not alone. Join the club. It gets better, I promise. Go get that free resource, and I'll see you on the dance floor soon. Welcome to the party. We are gonna have some fun. Give yourself time and repetition to really dive into this delicious movement, because once you have it, let me tell you, it's a total showstopper. It can be layered on just about anything, and you'll get endless mileage out of it. It is so much fun. So let's do it. The concept behind this shimmy is very easy, and there's honestly not a lot of, like, technique I need to break down for you, but subtlety and nuance we can talk about forever. Here is the basic idea. I would like you to come from your basic belly dance posture, right? So feet are about hip distance width apart, pelvis is long, chest is lifted, knees are slightly soft. And I'm going to invite you to bend your knee a little bit more, and then I'm going to invite you to start bending and straightening your knees, kind of like you're walking, but not quite. A little bit like you're walking, but your feet are glued to the floor. As you bend and straighten the knees, a couple things I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on the back side. Typically, when we bend our knees, we kind of focus on the front, and then it becomes a little bit more like a merengue, right? So we're not focusing on the front. I want you to focus on the back. So now as you do this, you might find your whole body kind of bounces a little bit, right? You bounce in the hips, you bounce in the chest, you bounce in the shoulders, and you're like, what kind of shimmy is this? Okay, we're not there yet, right? But this is where we're getting started. So now I invite you to take it a little bit faster, right? It's not maybe quite as deep of a knee bend. I'm going to show you here from the side as well so you can see. Not quite as deep of a knee bend. You're still standing up straight. You still have your nice, long, strong posture. Chest is lifted. Shoulders are over the hips. Hips are over the heels, plus or minus. I invite you, you can play with shifting your weight a little bit towards the toes, shifting your weight a little bit towards the heels. You might find a spot where it just works more easily for you to begin with, and that's awesome. Take it. The bend in my knee is minimal, right? I'm not aiming to have a hip shimmy. This is a different shimmy for a different video, right? I have a different video for the hip shimmy. I'm not doing a hip shimmy. I'm doing the Egyptian shimmy, which is a lot more vibration-like and a more jiggly, less hippalicious, if that makes sense. A little less hips, right? Relax the hips. Relax the thighs as much as possible. Like, if I get going really big with my shimmy and I really relax, like literally my thighs are just like, this is what you want, right? The TMI? I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. You want the thighs to just super duper relax, right? That's all there is to it, right? The breakdown is pretty minimalist, but the technique itself is challenging. So as you begin to practice this, and we're going to do it with music in just a moment, we're going to alternate between slow and fast, right? Because I don't want you to always try to go fast, especially if it's not working. Going fast all the time, if it's not working, is like ramming your head into a brick wall. No fun, right? We'll go fast, we'll go slow. We'll go fast, we'll go slow. And we'll also play with being off tempo. I don't want you to work too hard, right? It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be huge. You can layer that on if you'd like. And I want you to err on the side of slow. Slower is going to get you there better than faster. And then pay attention to evenness of the knees and relaxation of the body. That's probably enough stuff to think about. Yeah? So let's go ahead and try it with music. All right, let's take a deep breath. Find your posture, relax the body, bend the knees, and let's get ready to shimmy. You got this? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's start 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Half time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Relax. Relax your arms. Relax everything. Relax the shoulders. I'm like literally just bouncing. Bounce. Like you're running in place. Feet are stuck to the floor. You're going nowhere. And you're thinking back. Right? We're not thinking forward. Back. That's going to make all the difference. Forward's going to give you a different feel, and it's not going to speed up the same way. So think about that little trampoline behind you. Back. Never pulling up on the kneecap, never fully locking or straightening the leg. Make sure you've got weight fully on your feet, but feel free to play with the weight, see what happens. All right, so full time is here. We'll play with this for just a second. Then we're gonna ramp it back down, because usually going from halftime to full time, that's a very big jump. But I want you to see where we're headed. Yeah, back to halftime. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you got it. Let's count it down. We'll do 4 more counts. 4, 3, 2, 1, and strike your pose. Oh my goodness, shimmy star. How did that go? Okay, if this is the first time you've ever attempted that shimmy, bravo, no matter what happened. That's a tough one. I find that one to be really challenging. That one gave me fits for, like I said, 12 years, literally 12 years. Practice it a little bit, every time you get a chance to practice it slowly, have lots of patience, relax, and have fun, because the journey is the entire point. And all the learning is an adventure. Thank you so much for sharing the dance floor with me here, and I look forward to dancing with you again very soon.